What happens to a patient's behavioral health care the moment it steps out of the therapist office and into the exam room? And who's actually trained to make that handoff work? My name is Dr. Stacy Ogbeide, and I'm the author of this new book titled Advanced Practice in Behavioral Consultation, a professional guide for primary care settings. By training, I am a clinical health psychologist and have been working in primary care, specifically academic family medicine, for a little over a decade. And I'm excited to bring this book to you that just shares a conglomeration of the work that I've done and what I've learned over the years of being in primary care to support the work that you all do in primary care as well. So this book specifically is about advanced guidance for those who've been behavioral health consultants for a number of years in primary care, to really give you specific strategies, approaches to help the communities that you serve, the teams that you work on, but to also expand your scope of practice into other avenues within the healthcare space. So specifically, what you'll take away from this book includes complex clinical presentations. I have case examples with questions to really get you thinking about different ways to help the populations that you serve. This book also brings in up-to-date team science research on how to best collaborate on teams as well as within your health systems. And this book also discusses clinical supervision and different ways of doing clinical training in primary care to really give you tools to train the next generation of learners who come into or will come into the primary care setting. This book also takes a turn into thinking about what are some unique ways to address social determinants of health, how to promote health equity in the populations that we serve. I give examples of community health initiatives that address systemic barriers, as well as how to do the community work outside of the clinic walls along with your team. But organizational barriers that make it difficult to get outside of the clinic walls. So if that is you in any capacity, my hope is that some of the ideas and ways to work around some of the barriers will help you and your team step out into the community to help give education and bring in patients into the primary care setting to support their flourishing in their spaces. So essentially, this book covers community engagement, different ways to do that, as well as professional identity shifts. So for advanced BHCs, expanding the scope of work that you do beyond clinical care. That could include clinical supervision, but that could also include health systems leadership and how you can grow in different leadership capacities in your primary care clinic or within your health system. So who's this book for? It's for everybody. You don't have to be a BHC to pick this book up, but of course, it'll definitely benefit you if you are an experienced BHC. Also, if you are a clinical supervisor now or plan to be one in the future, this book is definitely for you. If you're a health system leader already, especially if you're not a clinician, this book will definitely support you in your understanding of having a shared mental model with your primary care team on this work that you're moving forward in relation to behavioral health consultation and primary care. If you're a researcher, this book is definitely for you, giving some tools and ideas to help move this work forward. And then educators, those who are educating our future workforce, this book is definitely for you. This can be a textbook in a course related to primary care or integrated care. This could also supplement clinical training for students doing clinical rotations all the way to interns, residents, fellows. It can really supplement any stage of learning as they're figuring out how to work in the primary care setting. So hopefully by now you're thinking, how can I get this book and where could I get it? There are a few places you can pick it up. One, of course, is my website, stacyogbeide.com. This QR code on the screen will also take you to my website. You can also get this book from the APA website as well as Amazon. Additionally, on my website, I have conferences that I'll be speaking at in the future. I would love to meet with you in person to talk more about this book or just to talk about primary care in general. And so please go to my website, take a look at where I'll be. I would love to connect with you there. And lastly, if you would want me to come and speak to your healthcare organization, your university, about primary care, about this book, I would be more than happy to come and do that. So again, go to my website for more information about how to connect with me to figure out how I can best serve you and your organization. Thank you for listening to this video, and I hope this book is meaningful for you. Take care.